Today, I will make a brief presentation about a problem of practice which is aimed at the lack of critical thinking in Chinese students' academic writing. The presentation will be divided into four parts, namely the problem of practice, the analysis of user context, emphasizing with users' needs, and the proposed digital solution and the stakeholders' analysis. The lack of critical thinking is the very reason that deters Chinese students from meeting the basic requirement of IELTS writing test. According to the statistics of IELTS test taker performance 2019, the average score of Chinese students is only 5.5, whereas the most of university required foreign applicants to reach 6 for their IELTS writing. First, let's see how the problem has been identified. I have examined essay samples of 20 Chinese students. Their marks for test response for essays all remain between 5 and 6, which is caused by the failure in extending and supporting main ideas in relation to logical reasoning. That begs the question which has yet to be answered. How teachers can help Chinese students address this problem by digital methods. As for the work context, it is an environment without critical thinking training for students across all stages of education. A key conundrum to realize in the context is a didactic approach in teaching in schools, which make Chinese students to be copywriters who are heavily reliant on templates than on their own thinking. In other words, instead of producing ideas in a spontaneous way, they opt to see essay writing as a fill-in-the-blank question, namely, they tend to write in a template that has a formulated structure, with a flowchart indicating them how to progress from one idea to another. This context is where the digital mind map tool have a role to play. Among all hypotheses to address the problem, I would suggest the use of mind map tools such as MindJet Manager. This tool deconstructs the process of logical reasoning in the form of a flowchart, and the diagram combines the logical structure with essay skeleton, which is practical and time-saving in delivering both logical and writing knowledge to students in a short course period. This is particularly important for students in the 2-month session to prepare for their IELTS writing. In emphasizing with students' needs, I use several assessment methods that align with the 4 phases of the process, namely discovery, immersion, connection, and detachment. The discovery is based on a group interview on 6 students, with a discussion on logical reasoning. It is noticeable that all participants came to their conclusion simply based on the pros and cons of a specific claim. None bothers to question fallacies hidden behind. Apart from that, the interview also includes other problems such as their reasons to study abroad. Some of their awareness also shows fallacies in their reasons. This result of the interview is a manifestation of the lack of critical thinking awareness among Chinese students. For immersion, by observing a student's study in school, I have found that most of his time is spent on linguistic study with little efforts on thinking training. The 2 approaches then lead me to resonate with students' feelings and needs. Before I finally detach from emotion and move on to course design, all these methods serve to assess students' needs. Finally, I will also point out that this challenge I'm talking about today concerns a wide range of stakeholders. Besides students and writing tutors, if we take this issue to the bigger picture, the poor performance of Chinese students' IELTS writing also impacts the recruitment of Western universities, since many Chinese applicants cannot meet the requirement of IELTS writing scores. Another stakeholder may be university instructors. The lack of logical consciousness may result in great difficulty in their teaching academic writing for Chinese students. That is the brief summary of the problem of practice. Thank you.